So you're 15.5 inches. You want to take the hat off so we can see if it changes? Just so we make sure.
When to do my hair because I have blood right here. So I
don't know where they're gonna do it. They might just do it on your arm, like right here. We're gonna see. It's okay though.
I hope I get a Band-Aid or a sticker.
I'm pretty sure you'll get both.
I always get stickers in doctors because my
they have vitamin D deficiency. So I'm really just coming to exhaust all options at this point.
Okay. And did the different dermatologists you've seen like go through like how kind of how it happens,
yeah, the autoimmune system and stuff like that.
So yeah, we can just order a vitamin D level. I'm sure like 8 out of 10 people randomly will just have a low level.
Okay.
That's just a really common deficiency to have.
Okay.
And also insurance may not cover it because it's not a typical lab test that's covered, but we can definitely do it. Just knowing it may be an out-of-pocket expense. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
And so yeah, we can order that today. Is there any? Because I can't think of any other blood work to order.
I can't either. When she asked, I was like, I don't know. No. I did want to ask this, and this could just be because he's a child, but he gets very, very, very bad nosebleeds. And I meant to ask this at his checkup that he had a while ago, and I forgot. But they get so bad that they're like really big, clotty, toward the point like they're just falling like in the toilet. Okay. So I've had nosebleeds obviously as a child, but I'm like, where is that blood coming from? Like where is he losing blood somewhere else because it's coming out here, or is that just?
And how often does he have them?
At least once a week, sometimes twice a week, and sometimes multiple times a day. Sometimes the weather affects him if he gets too hot, if he's playing a lot, but he gets them pretty often.
Okay, and has it been ever since he was like a toddler?
Probably since he was like 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
And has he ever seen the ENT doctor about that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Does he do any medications?
No.
Any regular Flonase sprays? Okay. So I can, since we're doing blood work, let me just check for anemia.
Okay.
Make sure that looks okay.
Okay.
Does he bleed easily with anything else? Like if he gets like a little cut, does he bleed for a long time?
No.
Okay, or any gum bleeding, like when he brushes his teeth?
No.
Okay. I'm just checking for like any bleeding disorders that might be, the reason for the bleeds. But generally, it sounds like he should see an ENT doctor. So I will put a referral in for that because that does sound like a pretty chronic history of heavy nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Some kids and people are just prone to frequent nosebleeds, and doing a procedure called a cauterization helps. Like they kind of singe, like burn that like blood vessel. So there may be like an overactive blood vessel in the nose.
Okay.
And this little area of the face is very clustered with blood vessels. So any kind of trauma, like a sneeze, a pick.
Yeah.
something right here.
Yeah, they'll probably just, hold your arm right there just so they can do your shot. Okay, so we're several days, or just like a few days out from that doctor's appointment, but I just wanted to give an update because we got an update, and I also want to make this video because had we not even took him there for what we were going to take him there for initially, we never would have got the information that we left with, which is crazy to me. And I know that there are people out there who have alopecia areata, who have alopecia, other types of alopecia, who just don't do any further things than just accepting that they have alopecia, and the whole time there could be underlining things that, correlate to why you have it in the first place. So basically we had a subscriber that mentioned vitamin D deficiency, and that being something that can be related to alopecia areata. Once I saw that comment, I was like, okay, we're going to take him. If you guys watch us on YouTube, then you've heard this bill before. Okay, we're going to take him to the pediatrician. We did, as you guys saw. And we're just going to check his vitamin D levels. The doctor told me that it's pretty common for people to have low vitamin D, and that, you know, it could very well come back that his is low, whatever. And so initially we were just going there to do vitamin D blood work. Well, she asked me if I had any more questions or concerns or anything, and I wanted to bring up the fact that Aiden had really bad nosebleeds, as you guys heard. So she wanted to do a different type of test, which was going to, you know, test his like hemoglobin to make sure he wasn't anemic and, you know, other things. So not even 30 minutes after we left the doctor, I got a call. And she was like, hey, Aiden's vitamin D levels haven't came back yet, which I thought was alarming anyway, because she told me that she wasn't going to be able to call me back until early next week, which is this week. But she called me back less than 30 minutes of us leaving. So, you know, I'm already like, like something's not right. So she says that his vitamin D levels haven't came back, but his blood work came back from his hemoglobin. And that the normal range for, you know, the average person, I guess, is 150 to 450, and Aiden's is 52. So his platelets, sorry, to be more specific, his platelets came back as 52. So if you guys don't know what that means, which I didn't know what that meant either, is basically his body's ability to clot. You know, when he is bleeding, his body is not able to clot. So it keeps him from doing a lot of different things, but just to name a few, like contact sports, football, wrestling, because of the body's inability to clot the way that it's supposed to. So that was news to us, obviously, because if you do a little bit of research on what else that can come with, it's a list of different things. And the doctor was kind of shocked on the phone, because she felt like we should have been able to see signs that this was the case with him and his health. But Aiden is a very healthy kid. She even asked me, like, does he drink juice? Does he drink? I'm like, no, he drinks water for the most part. Our kids drink water. Like, we're not a soda family. We rarely do juice, but, you know, we drink water. So I don't know if that's why he's been able to not seem as though he has something going on or what, but all in all, having the low platelets is also an autoimmune thing, which is the same thing as alopecia areata. Alopecia areata is also an autoimmune, so all of these things are connected. So now what we have to do is get him in with a hematologist, have some more work done to see, you know, how to get his levels back up, if there's anything else going on that we need to know about. And yeah, but I'm making this video and I'm saying all this because, one, I want to see the journey. I want to be able to look back at the journey. I want everybody else that is dealing with something like this to be able to see, like, hey, like, continue to test out your options. I never wanted to give up on alopecia areata. We saw like 5 dermatologists, and I remember one of them was just like, you should just accept it and take him to groups. And I get that, but let me do that when I exhaust all of my options first, because there are still options out here. And had I not seen all of the options, we would have never known this. You know, it's just crazy to me. So we're gonna be keeping you guys updated with everything that comes from this point, and just pray for the best. And yeah, y'all, so we'll talk to y'all soon.